Guys, how's it going? So I thought it's been quiet. There ain't been much to talk about over the past week or so because we've had the whole Salah situation last week. We've just gone quiet, hasn't it? And I did see this article come out the other day on The Athletic, but I thought, do I touch on it? Do I not? And I thought, you know what? Why not? Let's just talk about it. Get your points, give you my points. And basically, the article is over in The Athletic and it is called Inside Liverpool's Dressing Room, Main Character Energy, The Quiet Men, and Who Takes Criticism Personally. Now, I can't read out the whole thing to you, so I have pulled out a few little bits here and there to basically give you the gist of it. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. You can hype the video now, because I've not done many this week, so get hyping as well. Let's crack on to it, guys. Let's get into it. So, it says that Van Dijk is positioned as the authoritative figure. He's not just a captain, but he's also the guy who sets the standards, speaks to the team after every game, and effectively runs the dressing room, which is a bit of a step away from what we had under Klopp, if you remember. Like, we used to have, like, the committee. We had, like, the leadership group. Well, in this article, it basically says that that's gone now, and it's basically Van Dijk, Robbo, Alisson. Interesting they don't mention Salah there, isn't it? Apparently it says in the article that he is still vocal, respected, but he's mainly now a performance-based leader, which it says here is quite a downgrade, whether people want to admit it or not. Now, I will say they don't really mention the Salah interview in this article whatsoever. They mention it a little bit here, like it says he didn't criticise his teammates, he still loves the group, he's emotional, but he's not disruptive. Now, to me, that sounds someone who's been told not to escalate the situation further, which makes a lot of sense, to be fair. It's kind of like, I don't know how to word this, like, the club line is basically, yeah, it happened, but let's just move on and not talk about that now. That's kind of how it looks like a little bit. And I'll just add, I don't think that's because everything's magically fixed, which I absolutely don't. Like, there's rumours going around now that apparently Salah's agents out there talking to Saudi clubs, American clubs, whatever, trying to get a move in January. So we'll see what happens there, I suppose, won't we? Also, the real main phrase that's buried in this phrase in here is repeated so many times. It's called main character energy. Big egos, big expectations, competing narratives. It does mention that Wirtz is struggling with the pressure. Isak is isolated and quiet. Ekitike is confident and loud. And Salah is feeling sidelined. So, Liverpool are basically just in a big transition out of here. So we'll see what happens. But so I know this might seem a little vague and stuff, but the article's like this big, and I didn't want to read the whole thing out to you, so I've just tried to like go through it a little bit. So I don't know. I'd say, judging by this, I don't think the squad's split. I also don't think the Salah situation's resolved yet. Like I've just mentioned, I think it could potentially go into Saudi or something like that. But I do think that this is definitely a piece from Liverpool. They've asked them to do this, because I think Lewis Steele also covered something very similar to this as well. So it's Liverpool trying to regain the narrative control before letting others decide the story for them. It's a uniting message, and you might look back on this in a few weeks' time thinking, nothing's wrong. It's all well and good and everything like that, so let's see what happens. But I don't know, guys. Like, what do you think? Like, do you think that there's anything in this article? I know, like, what I'll do? I'll actually just link it down below. And then, you could all use that trick, can't you? Where apparently I've been told that if you type it into archive.ph and you put the link in, you can read it without having to pay for it. But I'm not condoning that or anything like that. I'm just saying that's something that you can potentially do. So anyway, give it a read. Let me know your thoughts down below, guys, in the comments. Make sure you hit the like button. And yeah, just again, sorry if I've waffled on a little bit with that. It sounds a little bit stupid, but yeah. Let me know down below what you think, guys, and I'll catch you all in the next one.